Welcome back. We've got another NPC game summary for you today. This one will be the Fungus Bay Fanatics against the Har Ganeth Executioners. Let's go over to the game report. So, the Executioners win the coin toss and elect to kick off against the Fanatics in the first half. Trark manages to get under the ball but doesn't catch it, dropping the ball down in front of himself. Fanatics turn 1. Trark grabs the ball and moves forward. Several players quickly form a cage around the Goblin, though Ogloth Guffguts, one of the trolls, is too stupid to back up the cage, and he remains in place. Ruck the Mad Bomber throws the bomb, but it scatters away from the Executioner's line, detonating on the sideline instead harmlessly. Executioners turn 1. The Dark Elves quickly move to surround the cage as best they can. Ceres Ashai, the Witch Elf, blitzes the Goblin car out of the cage, stunning him in the process and putting a mark on the ball carrier. Lenkor Embershard hangs back somewhat to play safety in case one of the Fanatics players gets through the defensive line. Fanatics turn 2. The Troll Nogric Fungus Fist pushes the Dark Elf Journeyman towards the sideline, knocking him down. This gives Trark an opportunity to break out of the cage and run free with the ball. Toskros moves forward to mark Lenkor Embershard to try and prevent him from going after the ball carrier. Elsewhere, Ogloth Guffguts knocks down Givar's Gloomcleaver. Ruck the Mad Bomber attempts to throw a bomb into the center of the Dark Elf players, but the throw is intercepted by Vighassen Hellfall. Although Hellfall is knocked down by the explosion, no one else is impacted. Executioners turn 2. Gaxon Flameblades moves to mark the ball carrier before Ceres Ashai blitzes him, hoping to push him over the sideline. Trark goes down first, and when the ball comes free, the Witch Elf gathers it up. Lenkor Embershard blocks Toskres, but only succeeds in pushing him back. Cackle Deathscar moves to limit the opportunities of the Goblin players to get at the ball carrier, and across the field, down Dark Elf players stand up. Fanatics turn 3. Nogric Fungus Fist pushes the Journeyman into the crowd where he is promptly knocked out. Ogloth Guffguts knocks down Vighassen Hellfall, then Ruck the Mad Bomber throws a beautifully accurate bomb towards the ball carrier and the other Dark Elves around her. The bomb only manages to knock down Ceres Ashai and the ball goes loose. Toskos dodges away from Lenkor Embershard and attempts to gather the ball, but he fumbles it. Executioners turn 3. Ceres Ashai stands up, blitzes Toskres to the ground, and then moves around to support Gazcon Flameblaze in his block on Trark. Trark goes into the crowd but isn't seriously injured. Cackle Deathscar delivers a heavy blow to Cratro, knocking him unconscious. Givar's Gloomcleaver also strikes Carr, knocking him down and stunning him. With a clear pass, Lenkor Embershard grabs the football and runs up the field, choosing at the last moment to mark Ruck the Mad Bomber and potentially prevent any bomb throws. Fanatics turn 4. Toskres moves over the Nogric Fungus Fist and tells him to blitz the ball carrier. The troll dutifully does as he is told. He slams into Lenkor Embershard and delivers an injury that will see the runner sit out the rest of the game in the casualty bin. Ruck the Mad Bomber grabs the football and runs towards Toskres before attempting to hand the ball off. Toskres fumbles the catch, however, and the ball goes loose. Executioners turn 4. Givar's Gloomcleaver moves to block Toskres. Ceres Ashai picks up the football and blitzes Toskres. Unfortunately, both players go down and the ball is loose yet again. Fanatics turn 5. Ruck the Mad Bomber moves forward to gather the football, but the ball continues to prove elusive and the Fanatics play ends early with a fumble. Executioners turn 5. Gaxon Flameblaze blitzes Ruck, knocking him down along the sideline. Givar's Gloomcleaver picks up the football and moves to hand it off to Vighassen Hellfall. Hellfall runs with the ball and attempts to sprint in for a touchdown. He trips out the line and stuns himself, dropping the ball on the field. Fanatics turn 6. Ogloth Guffguts is directed to block Givar's Gloomcleaver from going after the ball, but he takes leave of his senses. Nogric Fungus Fist is marked, so he blitzes Cackle Deathscar away, stunning him, then moves to mark the blitzer. Carr and Toskres both get up and move to foul the Witch Elf. Toskres delivers the blow, stunning Ceres Ashai. Executioners turn 6. Givar's Gloomcleaver manages to dodge away from the trolls and run towards the line. He's able to get to the football, but has to sprint into the end zone. Thankfully, his feet prove surer than Hellfall before him, and Gloomcleaver scores a touchdown for the Executioners, taking them into half-time with a 1-0 lead. A bribe is delivered to prevent Ruck from being forced from the game. In the second half, the Fanatics score an early blitz off the kickoff. Snoz the Loon, who has entered the field now, runs across the pitch and swings his chainsaw at Cackle Deathscar, stunning the blitzer. Ogloth Guffguts and 2 Goblin defenders move across the field to mark the spot where the ball is likely to land. Thanks to a bounce and some incredibly unlikely agility, Ogloth Guffguts ends up holding the football off the Fanatics' own kick. Executioners turn 7. Big Hassan Hellfall moves to mark Snoz the Loon, then Ceres Ashai blitzes him off the field, though the crowd sends him back to the dugouts uninjured. Gaxon Flameblaze and Givarth Gloomcleaver close in around the Goblin cage. Fanatics turn 7. The remaining Fanatics players move in to join the fray. With help from these players, Kara is able to knock Givarth Gloomcleaver back and down. Ogloth Guffguts delivers Gaxon Flameblaze, blitzes Gaxon Flameblaze out of the way and moves ponderously towards the line. Trark keeps pace with the troll. Executioners turn 8. Cackle Deathscar moves to the ball-carrying troll before Ceres Ashai blitzes his Goblin Minder. Trark goes down before Big Hassan Hellfall moves in to foul the Goblin, knocking him out entirely. The remaining down Dark Elf players all stand up. Fanatics turn 8. Nolgrit Fungus Fist knocks down Givarth Gloomcleaver, freeing up Ruck to throw a bomb. The bomb lands among the Executioner's players, but fails to do any damage once more. Kara attempts to block Gaxon Flameblaze, but both players go down, with Kar injuring himself badly in the process and being carted from the field. Executioners turn 9. Big Hassan Hellfall, Cackle Deathscar, and Givarth Gloomcleaver all surround Ogloth Guffguts, before Ceres Ashai blitzes him, knocking him to the ground. The ball comes loose and Ashai attempts to collect it. She fumbles the ball, however, and it bounces off the troll's prone form before landing near the line. Fanatics turn 9. Ruck throws another bomb at the Executioner's players. Big Hassan Hellfall fails to catch it, and both he and Ceres Ashai are knocked down by the subsequent explosion. Nolgrit Fungus Fist knocks Gazcon Flameblaze out of the way, and Tozcres sprints through, dodging multiple Executioner's players to collect the football, though he doesn't have enough energy in reserve to reach the line. Executioners turn 10. Givarth Gloomcleaver and Cackle Deathscar both move around in front of Tozcres to block his path. Big Hassan Hellfall keeps a mark on the troll before Ceres Ashai blitzes the ball carrier, stunning Tozcres and coming away with the football herself before dodging free. Fanatics turn 10. Both trolls consider smashing the players next to them, but in the end remain still waiting for guidance from their goblin friends. Ruck throws a bomb at the ball carrier. It deviates from the target, but she is still caught in the edge of the explosion. Unfortunately, the Witch Elf is not knocked down. Executioners turn 11. Ceres Ashai continues to run upfield with the football. Gaxon Flameblade dodges away from the troll and blitzes Ruck. They both go down, though Ruck is badly hurt in the process, ending his game. Fanatics turn 11. Tozcres stands up and dodges around to stand beside Ogloth Guffguts so he can direct the troll to make a block on Big Hassan Hellfall. The block is successful and Hellfall is stunned. Meanwhile, Nolgrit Fungus Fist has enough sense to blitz the ball carrier. Unfortunately, he can't knock her down, and she sidesteps closer to the line. Executioners turn 12. Ceres Ashai easily dodges away from Nolgrit Fungus Fist and runs another touchdown for the Executioners, giving them an unbeatable 2-0 lead this late in the game. Fanatics turn 12. After a poor kick by the Executioners, Tozcres ends up with the ball. Snoz the Loon, who manages to avoid being sent off thanks to a very persuasive argument by the Fanatics coach, blitzes across the field with his chainsaw, downing Gaxon Flameblaze and stunning him. Tozcres hands the ball off to Trark before Nolgrit Fungus Fist gathers Trark up in an attempt to toss him downfield for a one-turn touchdown. The troll's accuracy is poor, however, and Trark is instead thrown into the crowd. Trark is unhurt, but the game is over, and the Executioners win 2-0. So, that is the summary of that game. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll have some more games coming up for you this week. Hope you enjoy the Brew Bowl, and we'll see you next time.